This is Revelation 12 and 12. And it says, "Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe unto the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you having great wrath, because he knoweth that he have but a short time." I like to give all glory, honor, and praises to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai. Double honors to the apostle elders of Great Millstone who rule well. And salutations to all you brothers out there pushing this word in love, truth, sincerity, and humility. Once again, it's the brother Shatia from the Chicago camp, coming back to you with what I hope is another quick and edifying sit down. And we're just going to get right into this, and we're going to play at least two videos all circling around the same thing. So we're going to let this first video play, and then we'll grab the second one.
Building new deportations. The U.S. is building new deportation centers right now, and not in secret. The most shocking and the one they want you to pay attention to is a remote facility deep in the Florida Everglades, nicknamed Alligator Alcatraz. Built in just 8 days, it already holds detainees and sits surrounded by swampland, pythons, and alligators. But while you've been looking there, they've been building all over the country. In El Paso, Texas, part of Fort Bliss is being converted to a mass deportation hub. It'll hold up to 10,000 migrants with a nearly $4 billion contract behind it. Newark, New Jersey just reopened a 1,000-bed center. In Michigan and Kansas, old prisons are being converted to deportation centers. And down in Starry County, Texas, over 1,400 acres are being offered to ICE for a new expansion project. Even Guantanamo Bay could be used to house up to 30,000 deportees under a new presidential directive. This isn't about scattered raids anymore. This is industrial-scale deportation, funded by billions, with ICE aiming to hit 3,000 deportations per day. And construction is far from over. Let me know your thoughts in the comments, and make sure you follow for more.
Alligator Alcatraz my ass. It's Alligator Auschwitz. That's what that is. Follow the money. You might find human experiments down in Florida, y'all, if y'all follow the money. If your Alligator Alcatraz Auschwitz costs $450 million for some bunk beds and some chain link fences on a slab of concrete, then you up to some suspicious shit. Human brain neuroscience, Palantir, and their healthcare data contracts for $443 million with the CDC. Let's play the game of Jeopardy. Here's your categories and clues. Who owns Neuralink, and why does the University of Miami toying with human brain implant technology trials? At the same time, we're collecting migrants off the streets and housing them in this concentration camp down in Florida. What does artificial intelligence and brain chips neuroscience have to do with Ron DeSantis vetoing the bill that won't allow patients to sue their doctors for medical malpractice? Truth has no party. Be well. Alligator.
Not to mention that they have sent incinerators to these so-called deportation centers. All right. And this is all part of the devil's great wrath. These ICE agents, these detention camps, the incinerators. Okay, all these things are part of this devil's great wrath. And it just hit me today that this devil is trying to implement the final solution 2.0. Now, I'm sure some of you may or may not know what this is, but we're going to pull it up on the fancy phone. I don't want to say that word. We're going to dive deeper AI mode. I just don't want to say that word because you know it's automatically going to get hit up. Okay, so it says, what is the final solution? It says the term final solution was a euphemism used by the party to refer to their plan to systematically exterminate during World War II. It says this policy was implemented from 1941 to 45. It says it was the final stage of the systematic state sponsored persecution and murdering of by those, okay? And it says key aspects of the final solution included mobile killing squads, units that followed the German army into occupied Soviet territory, putting folks to death, including men, women, and children. All right, what do you have? ICE, who just got so many more billions of dollars, basically making it the biggest police thug task force in the entire United States. All right, and you can see they're rounding up everybody according to, as the scripture says, how I think it was Reverence Old or the Gray. Yep, Baruch 4 and 15. It says, for he hath brought a nation upon them from far, a shameless nation. Okay, there's nobody more shameless than bad Uncle Esau. Okay, because the Bible refers to him as the wicked. All right, the wicked. Malachi, the first chapter, the 3rd and the 4th verse. He is the wicked. All right, and it says, and of a strange language, who neither reverenced old man nor pitied child. Okay, that's this guy. You see these ice agents going in, they snatching up everybody. They don't give a fuck. They snatching up grandma, granddad, all right, mom, father, son, daughter, niece, nephews, cousins, all right, tias, tios, all right. They don't care. They taking everybody. And it says deportation to extermination camps. Okay? If these places were really meant to take people, give them due process, and truly figure out their situation and their status to whether they need to leave or stay, why would you have them surrounded by ICE agents? Why would you have them caged up like animals? Why would you put them in a place that is completely surrounded by some of the most dangerous swamp creatures in the United States? Alligators, pythons, other poisonous snakes out there. Come on, man. And then you mass ordering incinerators? Yeah. Okay. Killing centers. Camps like Auschwitz, Birkenau, Belzec, Sobibor, Treblinka were designed specifically for the efficient, large-scale murder of those people. All right? Systematic and deliberate process. The final solution was a meticulous, planned, and coordinated effort involving various people and agencies. All right. So, what do we have here in this modern day and time? As the scripture says, there's no new thing under the sun. We have a situation where Donald J. Trump has put in executive orders to implement his final solution on you Israelites. He got the planes ready. He got the camps ready. He got the muscle ready. He got the bullets ready. He got the legislation ready. Everything is in place. So when this guy fully has the chance to not only get you Northern Kingdom, but get you Southern Kingdom niggers as well, whoo, and you all know we get it the worst. As the expression is here in GMS, Northern Kingdom gets it first, but hey, the Southern and Judah get it the worst. All right? This is this devil's final solution to get rid of you Jakes outside of the G54. Hey, what will that thing referred to in Revelations, you know, where you can't buy or sell. But because you have to remember, man, this guy don't like you. And that's what many of you Jakes are still failing to realize, even with all these bold and blatant acts of aggression, many of you Jakes are still in La La Land trying to figure out why is all this stuff happening. These things are happening because this guy hates you. He's not developing this for all the other nations primarily, because he is going to get them too. But his main focus, his main desire to exterminate is you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. All right, when you go into Genesis, the 27th chapter, it tells you that. Genesis 27 and 39. It says, and Esau said unto his father, hast thou but one blessing, my father? Bless me, even me so also, my father. And Esau lifted up his voice and wept. And Isaac his father answered and said to him, behold, thy dwelling shall be the fatness of the earth and of the dew of heaven from above. And by the sword shalt thou live, and shalt serve thy brother. And it shall come to pass, when thou shalt have the dominion, that thou shalt break his yoke from off thy neck. And Esau hated Jacob because of the blessing wherein his father blessed him. And Esau said in his heart, the days of mourning for my father are at hand. Then will I slay my brother Jacob. All right. He didn't say he was going to slay Ammon and Moab or Ham or Elam or the Persians. He is going to get them. But he said his main focus, the person that he detests the most, is Jacob. And Jacob had 12 sons, resulting in you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. This final solution 2.0 is specifically aimed at you all. This is not the time to be bullshitting, because as you can see, for many of our people, it is already too late. So that's all I wanted to say on this. Hope you all were edified. Till the next time, we're going to say shalom.